Hello and good morning. It's another great day and we say, wake up Nigeria! Wherever you are, wherever you're from, as long as you connect with us, you're welcome to a world of goodness from the beautiful city of Lagos, Nigeria.
Oh, definitely. It's Friday again, and we have come with loads of entertainment to get you in the mood for the weekend groove.
Yes, so it's always amazing to have you on with us for the next 3 hours, right? Now, every single day of the week we're here, and Fridays are no different.
Oh, yes, Fridays are special. So we stepped out this morning looking all, dapper in our traditional African attire, just so we can show you how prepared we are to give you guys a very, very good show. You were going to say?
Yeah, today is our traditional flavor today. We got all traditional African flavor this morning because today is TVC's Cultural Day.
Yes, that is what it is. So you heard that right. Get ready for a refreshing time on your premium breakfast show. We're going all the way with some cultural swag. And wait for it. My name is the magnificent Nazino Appeal.
And I am the dynamite Titilayo Onyison.
But of course.
Stream this show live if you need to move around. TVCentertainment.tv and of course on Facebook at TVC Connect.
And also you can send in your comments with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC on social media everywhere.
Yeah. When you're watching, you might miss a thing or two, but then you can always go and catch up on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, that's TVC Entertainment, so you can catch up.
Ah, yes. Well, you're looking really beautiful this morning.
I was actually going to say...
Only you is Nigeria.
Regal. I was like, where are my beads, though?
Well, you're pretty well put together. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, this is not complete without the stick.
Really?
I'm beginning to think that this will be a constant feature. I'm hoping I can keep it.
But you're rocking it like I don't know, it's like you've done this before or something.
Always.
Always. Really?
Always.
Okay.
So,
some rehearsals have been going on behind the scenes.
Absolutely, you bet.
And of course, it's game day! Oh wow, what a sight we are to behold.
Yes,
I have to say, I'm
indeed.
looking at the monitor right now and I'm like, wow, this is a different...
Very colorful, isn't it? Halaja, how are you?
Actually, a Hausa bride. Yeah, so that's the look I'm pulling off.
And it is delectable. That's the word I can use.
Thank you.
As in, the color is perfect for you as well. As in, just bling it. Mike Mexicano.
This thing we are doing is very, very...
What?
It's corny, man. Which is the same reason why I don't have portraits of myself. That's what people are doing. People are self-portraiting.
No. I doubt
Yes,
that.
now.
Once in a while.
You know what she said? She said, let's look at the monitor. Yeah, look at it. Okay. So let's look at the monitor. Let's look at the monitor now.
Because it's great to see how beautiful our cultural attires actually can be.
You
Look how
focus it.
fine boy you are. Let's do this.
Oh boy, proud.
So the idea is hard to focus on the camera and focus on her.
Wait, sorry, can we zoom in on Mike again? I want to ask a question. Let's zoom in on Mike again.
What?
Where's Mike?
What?
No, not me, Mike.
Mike,
now,
stop now.
Look. Mike actually has a certain resemblance with Lasisi Elenu today.
Wow, okay.
See what happens. So you know what happens. It's very easy when
But it's a fact.
So bed gang is very easy to use bed gang and put us all in the same bracket. Once you are bed gang, you look like everybody. But anyways,
Don't mind them. What people that can't grow beard.
No, we're not doing that.
Okay.
He's got hair in some other places.
But Mike, where is that from? What are you today? What is this?
This is River State. It's an Etibo basically.
Etibo.
Yeah, grew up in River State. So it's Etibo. Close to what you're wearing, which is
what you're talking about Riverine.
Niger
This is
Delta.
Niger Delta. So this is actually Isoko or Urobo.
Definitely.
It's not complete without the beads. And of course
the stick.
not the skirt, it's a wrapper. It's laborious.
It is, though.
Yeah,
It's
but
absolutely
the look has to be
lugubrious.
completed.
So I have this one at home, man. So it hasn't been cut. It's so long. It can't. Like it's the George, isn't George what it's called?
It goes over your shoulder.
And those things cost a fortune.
They do.
My gosh.
They are quite heavy
very
in the market.
expensive,
And then to wrap it. So this morning I went through some drama trying to wrap, like do the proper wrap. In the end, I was like, you know what?
Is this a skirt?
So it's a wrapper.
Okay.
Okay.
But it has been created in such a way that you can just clip it at the back so that it's less stress. I had something
there are
else in
cheat
mind.
rappers like this.
There are cheat
No
rappers.
idea
There
about
should be
that.
cheat to everything,
There are
man.
cheat
Because,
rappers now.
I mean, you wouldn't want to. I mean, growing up, we used to see our parents spend 2-3 hours if they wanted to go all the way. If it was a wedding, like she said, man, you could spend like 5 hours just getting everything done.
Let me give a
from one
confession.
face to another.
Confession why I'm not wearing the wrapper?
Why?
I need my mother.
Oh, to help
She's
you
the only one that
tie.
can help you.
Yeah, I can't put it together by myself.
It's hard.
It's very difficult.
It's
it
hard.
takes like ages for you to put it on, and then you have to get it right. If you don't get it right, it looks.
And then it looks so normal when you look at people wearing it. It seems like, oh, they're
there's
so
a lot of work that
comfortable.
went through it. Let me also say that we're not the only ones who are dressed like this. Everybody, the crew behind the cameras, they're all dressed in traditional
Yes.
attire. It's so beautiful today at TVC. It's our cultural day, and it's going to be pictures galore. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to be,
Have you seen Mr. Richard? It looks like somebody from a showery destiny. I'm not even kidding. It looks like one of the actors there. To the Betty Aja is actually wearing the complete outfit. It's amazing.
So you know what? We're also going to have some really great traditional food right here at TVC. So everybody's looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to tuwo. You know, we're asked to choose, so I actually chose tuwo. And when I chose tuwo, I did not have it in mind to dress like this.
Oh.
I was actually going to just do the
You know,
normal.
people
northern,
used to
is it?
beef you.
Yes, it's northern.
You know who used to beef people
northern
very much?
bride.
People
Like
talk
Hausa
about
bride.
food and eat food, and people don't get to see it at home. So, as much as possible, try not to talk about because they catch you on the road. We give them food that day.
You have a good point. Okay, it's time for us to take the news. And we begin this hour in Abuja, where for the second time in 1 week, the meeting between the federal government and organized labor has ended in a deadlock. The government is in talks with the labor movement to avert planned nationwide strikes against increase in fuel and electricity prices. Thursday's meeting lasted for more than 5 hours at the banquet hall of the presidential villa. At the end of the meeting, Labour and Employment Minister Chris Ngige told newsmen some undisclosed issues had been agreed at, while the Labour team led by NLC President and his TUC counterpart kept mum. Ayuba Waba and Quadri Olaleye declined to answer reporters' inquiry on the outcome of the meeting and the planned Monday protest. The NLC president's only comment was that, and I quote, "The meeting continues on Monday," end of quote.
Nothing to withdraw from my earlier statement. And I still stand by it, but I also say that by a correspondence of communiques sent to me by NLC, they have affirmed to me that they are doing this with their sister organization. You don't address Minister of Labor on the social media. I don't do social media. My attention was just called to it by my aides. And I need my letter. I need my letter. It doesn't take anything out of you. You must respect my office, and I respect your own too. You reciprocate, but if you don't respect my office, I will not respect your own.
The National Industrial Court of Nigeria has granted an order of interim injunction restraining the Nigeria Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress of Nigeria from embarking on a planned strike on Monday. The court, presided over by Justice Ibrahim Galadima, also barred the NLC and TUC from holding any industrial action on any other dates pending and the hearing and determination of a motion on notice. The court also granted an order restraining the unions and their officers from disrupting, restraining, picketing or preventing workers from accessing their offices to carry out their legitimate duties. Justice Galadima made the order sequel to an ex parte application filed by the Incorporated Trustees of Peace and Unity Ambassadors Association through their counsel, Sunusi Musa. The court ordered the Inspector General of Police and the Director General, Department of State Services, to provide protection for the claimants and other Nigerian workers engaged in their legitimate duties. Now to Lagos, where a gas tanker exploded in the Ifako-Ijaye area of the state, with at least 60 persons sustaining various degrees of injuries. The Director General of the Lagos State Emergency Agency, Dr. Olufemi Oke Osochitolu, confirmed the incident to journalists. Now, according to Lasema, 30 persons were injured, consisting of 20 males and 10 females. Lasema also conducted a post-disaster assessment which revealed that 2 residential buildings, 1 church, 1 event center, 4 commercial buildings, 1 market consisting of 15 shanty shops were touched. Others are 11 cars, 2 mini trucks, 1 bus, 1 heavy-duty truck, 23 buildings and 15 vehicles were destroyed. Now, the suspended acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ibrahim Magu, says he has never received any bribe from anyone in his life. He told the probe panel investigating so at yesterday's proceedings. Now, Mr. Magu challenged anyone who has ever offered him a bribe, which he accepted, to come out publicly to confront him before the Justice Ayo Salami panel. He was responding to allegations that he allowed the suspect, Hima Abubakar, a Nigerian national, to escape from justice. On Monday, the suspended EFCC chairman opened his defense to the allegations of alleged abuse of office and mismanagement of federal government recovered assets and finances leveled against him. Only 2 lawyers are allowed by the probe panel to represent him at a time. On Monday and Tuesday, he was represented by Wahab Shitu and Aliyu Lemu. Thursday's proceedings, he was represented by Shitu and Tosin Ojalmo. And that's it on the news updates for this hour. We'll take a break and return with the sports news updates. Stay with us.
So, welcome, and it's time for us to actually take a look at what the headlines are like on the National Daily. So if you join me, let's already begin. So this morning we're going to start from This Day newspaper. Today is Friday, 25th September 2020, and the first big headline for this morning on This Day: Labour's proposed strike in abeyance as parley with FG ends in deadlock. Parties hold on to position, adjourned till Monday. Courts restrain unions from industrial action. And to the photo story now. This is the chairman of Kwara State Ad Hoc Committee on Environment, Mr. Abdulrazak Jida, Senator Ibrahim Oloriegbe, and Kwara State Governor Alhaji Abdurrahman Abdulrazak during the governor's visit to households affected by recent rainstorms in Ilorin. To the side of that, Akeredolu, Jegede Ajayi, others scramble for 1,478,460 undervoters. Candidates sign peace accord October 6th, and 30 people injured, 23 buildings destroyed in Lagos explosion. At the top of the This Day paper report, 5.39 trillion naira debt blocks state from capital market borrowing. We are not overwhelmed, Osun government insists. Lagos has reduced reliance on FAA seats to 21%, says Sanwo-Olu. And that's it for this day. We move on now to The Nation newspaper for a Friday. 30 injured, houses, vehicles destroyed in Lagos, gas explosion, and stalemate in government labor talks on petrol power prices. Parties hold on to position, NLC, TUC, others rally for action as court stops strike. At the very bottom of the page, the instance from Ilorin again, as the governor, Abdulrazak Rahman, accesses families affected by the rainstorm. This was yesterday. And Kogi explosion, death toll, sadly now 30. That's on page 6. Why Nigeria will celebrate at 60 by federal government on page 4. At the top of The Nation, Kama enacted the to strengthen anti-graft war, says Buhari, and Malami turns down Salami panel's invitation. Ekiti, APC suspends Buhari's aid. Ojodu, 10 others. No evidence, Kwara Council funds were diverted. And that's it for The Nation as we move on to the Vanguard newspaper. It's all headlines on the Vanguard as usual. FG, Labour, adamant as court drops strike. Labour, or rather stops strike. Labour insists FG must reverse hike in petrol prices, electricity tariff. Time for deregulation is now, says the federal government. Waba asks private sector unions to shut down. Nigeria belongs to few politicians, says the TUC. Insecurity threatening existence of Nigeria, says Gbajabi Amila. And tanker tragedy. Kogi government orders full-scale investigation, declares 2-day mourning. Magu, why I can't appear before Justice Salami panel, says Malami. And to the photo story on the front page of the Vanguard, President Umaru Sissoco Embalo of Guinea-Bissau President Muhammadu Buhari and other heads of states and leaders during the Guinea-Bissau's National Day celebration in Bissau only just yesterday. Bottom of that is a Yamu, I'm not under pressure to concede defeat. I'm not down, hope not lost, says Oshiomhole. Police arresting our members on Obaseki's order, says the APC, and not true, says Obaseki's aide. PDP alleges police plots to release electoral offenders. At the top of Vanguard, Nigerians to be affected as U.S. moves to ban 4-year student visa for some countries. And FG's 147 billion naira September bonds are oversubscribed, says the DMO. Kama will aid our fight against corruption, says Buhari, and 60th anniversary, why we're celebrating despite odds, Lai Mohammed. 13 states technically insolvent, debt rises to 163%. And that's it for the Vanguard as we move to the last paper, the Daily Independence. APC, PDP bicker over agitation for restructuring. Buhari's 8 years, a passing phase, says the PDP, while the APC says, why didn't you restructure in 16 years? Strike, FG Labour parley ends in deadlock. Find that on page 2. And insecurity threatening existence of Nigeria, says Wajabiamila. That one making a comeback on the Daily Independence. Ondo gubernatorial's anxiety as Makinde Tambuwal Mimiko meet on a ZLP's fate. Crisis hits Ajayi's campaign, or rather camp, as 2 key aides join APC. 30 injured vehicles, houses destroyed in Lagos, gas tanker explosion. State creation possible, says the Senate. And presidency asks UK lawmakers to ignore agents of anarchy. At the top of the Daily Independence, Kama Act will help us fight corruption, says Buhari. And Nigeria lost $373 billion to COVID-19 lockdown, says a study. You can find that very interesting read on page 5. Well, that's it for the headlines this morning, as we promised to bring some great exciting stuff come this morning. Remember now, it's all traditional today on Wake Up Nigeria, and indeed the entire TVC. So if you keep watching, you'd be finding some very interesting content on here. We'll be right back. My name is Mazino Peel. Welcome once again. First hour of Wake Up Nigeria. We'll be back with more.
Thank you for staying tuned. It is time for the Lagos traffic updates. And of course, we are going to be telling you what the traffic situation is around the city of Lagos. Now, you can also help other road users by sending situation reports on our social media pages, which we'll definitely read. Just make sure you tweet at TVC Connect using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC, telling us what the traffic situation is where you are right now. And talking about the traffic situation, let's take a look at a route I really like to look at, because even on good days, good traffic days that is, there seems to always be traffic on that particular route. And I'm talking about the Abule-Egba to Mushin axis. From what I can see here, it's going to take you, well, today isn't so bad. It's going to take you about an hour, 30 minutes to get to your destination if you're driving from Abule-Egba to Mushin bus stop this morning. So now let me tell you areas to look out for. Okay, so there's light traffic at Abule-Egba, okay? But it doesn't last long, just pockets of light traffic until you are past, you know, through Ile-Epo till you are approaching Pleasure. That's when you start experiencing a gridlock, and the congestion will take you through Yanopaja Bridge all the way through just before you get to GIG. That's where the traffic gridlock there stops. But it's the reprieve is just for a short while. Yes, it's a freeway, but as you are approaching the Dokpemu Bridge, light traffic starts, and just before you get to under the bridge, that's when you experience another congestion. Now, I've got bad news for you. That congestion will take you all the way to Idimangoro. However, when you get to Mangoro, light traffic, there is no freeway. Let me not deceive you. There's no freeway. When you get to Ajayi Farm, the gridlock starts again. Okay, so prepare your mind for that. But as soon as you're past Ikeja on that bridge, it lightens, and it's the usual till you get to Oshodi, the arena axis. You know, when you get to the arena area, that's where there will be a bit of traffic. But once you're past the bridge, it's good to go till you get to Mushin. Just pockets of light traffic here and there. So you should do just fine. Now, I'm pretty sure the guys have traffic updates for me, so let's hear them.
Well, okay, let's take a look at what the traffic is like getting onto the island this morning. It's pretty very light traffic on the island, except if you're trying to get in using Akin Adeshola. That's the Falamo Bridge. It seems to be a bit of a gridlock there, but not too bad. You'll be in and out in no time. If you're heading toward the island using the Eco Bridge, that's also quite free. And however, if you're coming from off of Mobile Road instead of Ajigule, then that's where the thickness really starts, because it's all gridlocked the entire stretch. Mobile Road on that part through from Apapa heading towards Ijera or Lokpa. If you're coming from off of the Orile axis, then that's also a hot spot as well. You're going to meet some traffic on there as you get onto the Abulenla Bridge. And Eco Bridge is pretty free once you get on that. You're pretty much on the island, but routes around Abulenla, the 7-Up, or rather the Nigerian Breweries area and all of that seem to have major gridlocks on there. But all in all, it's light as long as you're off of those hotspots. Everything else will be nice and peachy for you. So that's the update that I have.
Okay, TT, Mike, any updates, or shall I go on?
There doesn't seem to be much on Twitter right now, so I
Okay.
think it's all yours.
Okay, so I'll take the Ojodubeja to CMS Garage route right now. If you're driving and you're about to set out, good news for you, you'll spend just about 36 minutes getting to CMS Garage from Ojodubeja if you're already on your way out now, that is, because I kind of promised what the situation will be in about 5-10 minutes from now. So from what I can see here, there isn't much traffic. Perhaps, yeah, places to look out for just as you are approaching Ogudu. That's the first time you'd experience light traffic. Third Mainland Bridge is pretty good to go, though there's an access. Okay, so there's this point just after Abule Okuta where there's light traffic, then a gridlock, but it's very short, nothing to worry about. Afterwards, it's mostly a freeway until you get off the bridge, where you experience pockets of light traffic until you get to your destination, okay? So whatever the case may be, though, I'm going to be joining the guys in the kitchen right now. We have quite a bit to talk about. I have something that I would like to share and talk about myself. Remember, drive carefully, have consideration for other road users, and you arrive at your destination safe and sound, no doubt about it.
Thank you, Mary.
Alaja Alimi.
Yes,
Yeah. So, just to say this and get this off, you know, we definitely have to mention the explosion that happened yesterday, Iju Shaga explosion.
Yeah.
And officially says 30 people were injured, 23 buildings destroyed. It was across the whole bus stop, a gas explosion. We commiserate with everyone that was involved and wish them the best. Someone said, we're tired, we were tired of condemning things, accidents that could be averted, you know, happening like this.
Really horrific videos.
Yes, yes, and this was yesterday. So
buildings.
yeah,
That's
so
a lot of buildings.
and it's not so far from here.
It
It's
was like
just
watching the Beirut explosion,
yeah,
and
not
I'm
so
not
far,
exaggerating.
so-
I'm going to show you guys the video. Like someone was taking a video of it, and the next thing, blah, like it
So
was
it
similar.
seems like it was a situation that they kind of like suspected was going to get worse, because if somebody had their cameras
Someone
out,
was, you know, someone was watching from his house and was like, this fire. The next thing,
it was
explode.
already a fire.
Yeah.
so, and this is just coming on the heels of Kogi own, just
Yeah.
just so soon. So, well, we can do better when it comes to emergency response, and let's hope that this kind of
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so
you know,
I want to just quickly chip in something before we talk about today's discussion. So I'm a little upset right now because my family friend's estate had a visit by electricity officials yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, while everybody, almost everybody in the compound was at work because it's a private estate.
Yes.
And the officials came and they disconnected electricity.
That's what they usually
And
do.
that wasn't the problem. You know the one that twisted it?
What?
The fact that the compound, everybody there uses prepaid meters.
Oh.
I'm not kidding.
So they disconnected.
Yes.
Pay as you go.
Pay as you go, as in it was disconnected from the box, the main box, the switch of that estate. And the shocking thing is they came without notice. They came when people were away at work. And when the guard, there's a guard to the estate, he approached them and was like, what's going on? They said, mind your business.
But you know,
Meaning there was probably more to it. So this is Kolajo Estate, Ogba Agege, and I'm calling on whoever is involved to please restore the electricity. It is not funny because these are prepaid for
you say when other people are going to work, them too is their work. So it's not their fault.
What kind of work is that?
It's not their fault that they come at the time when you are out of the house because you went to work, they've gone to work.
By disconnecting, and you know.
No, I didn't say that they are right.
Joking.
No, I didn't say they are right disconnecting. What I'm just saying is that they can't come in the evening when you're at home or in the morning. It's the time for their work.
They are at work.
But
Yeah,
yes,
okay, I get what
yes,
you're trying to do.
But
On the lighter note.
yes, they should. I mean, that should be annoying. It's not okay to take laws into your hands, but this is the kind of people who want to go and reconnect themselves. You have people who they don't even use prepaid and they reconnect themselves. So if it's prepaid, they should know that it's different from every other type. And considering that there has been a directive and I think a bill has been passed that you should ensure that everybody gets a prepaid meter and all of that, this kind of thing should not be happening.
You don't even get the entire estate. Yes.
An estate.
And everybody uses
Who do you offend? Who do you offend?
Whoever we've offended, the person has offended me now because it's not even funny.
So as you said earlier, I think there might be something more to that.
I want to know.
The entire estate.
I've sent an email to their customer care. I think it's customer care at Ikeja Electric.
Email.
I've sent an email.
You sent email?
I'm expecting a response. If I don't get a response,
What is it? You carry your phone and send email?
No. See, it was actually someone that recommended that I should at least first do that. And I did it last night.
Do the official thing. She did the right thing. She did the right thing so that it's on record.
Yes, it's on record that at least I laid a complaint.
Which record? Which email? We just talking about, we believe this is, I mean, it's our what? Diamond Jubilee. We're celebrating quite soon. So let's
that's the truth, but you did the right thing.
See, look, if you want to get this thing sorted out, you know the division they came from. All of you should just go to the office and hide them and they will fix it. Yes, send email.
Carry who out? Then
Carry
they'll
the
tell you
NEPA.
that you should drop something.
Oh, do you think the
I
email?
will not drop a kobo.
That your email?
It is going to be.
That your email, you will read it yourself.
No, don't worry. We shall see.
You will look at it yourself.
We shall see.
But you see, Mary, the fact is that Mike's disposition is the disposition of many Nigerians.
That's the thing.
This is unfortunate,
Look,
however, whether you're playing
it
it
is.
or not, but the fact is this is how most Nigerians feel about these kinds of lapses in our, what do you call it now? I don't know.
Delivery, service delivery or whatever infrastructure.
Exactly. So it's very...
But I think to get it sorted easily, you just have to go to the office. That's just the way.
But the thing
to get it sorted out.
Officially, you sent an email, then you go and say, I have
So you
sent
have
an
done the
email.
right
But at least I have sent an email. I'm hoping to get feedback. And when I get feedback, I'm coming after you. Because Mike has obviously lost faith. He has lost faith in the Nigerian system. He believes an email will not solve anything.
Mary, it's time for a short break. We will return shortly with more. Stay tuned on Wake Up Nigeria.
You read that email back.
Oh yes, people. We stepped out an hour ago feeling cool and confident. Hey, we're delivering the best show ever. So that's what we're doing. Now, you know, it's been 60 minutes of non-stop fun. And of course, hey, all the colors that goes with it, with our traditional attires and everything.
It's Cultural Day here at TVC, and we're just getting started on our second hour. And we're gonna raise the game and build it a notch higher in the next 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Yes, so that is going to be when we're going to crown the show. So don't forget, we are feeling fly this morning in our cultural regalias, like I said, because it's Cultural Day here at TVC.
Now, we're going to be doing some things traditional on Wake Up Nigeria to announce to you that is, you know, we're going to make it special, a different kind of game.
Yes. Let me tell you a bit about the game. It's going to be one based on a social experiment. So you guys might want to stick around because it's going to be absolutely fun. We have that ready for you and everybody's going to take part. So hey, you could even do it the same. Even in your offices, it gives you an idea of what people think about you. But you'll get to find out the finer details in just about a bit. My name is Mazino Appeal, of course.
So we're streaming this show live at tvcentertainment.tv and of course on Facebook at TVC Connect. You can also send in your comments on social media. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
And also, you can download our mobile app from any Android or iOS store to watch us on your mobile devices from anywhere that you might be in the world.
To watch all our exciting episodes, from the past, or even something you might have not been able to catch today, you can just go to YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's TVC Entertainment.
Oh yes, and we have a great chef in the studio today. So you guys want to keep it here. I hear we're doing traditional food.
Yeah,
Looking forward to it.
Chef Mary here.
Mary is going to be hanging out
By
with
the way,
chef.
looking at you guys, I'm thinking of intertribal marriage.
Intertribal marriage.
I'm just seeing you both, and I'm just thinking of this Delta man
we would
married
work.
to a Yoruba lady, and it's so cool.
We would work, but in that case, it would mean that I'd have to be dressed in the Yoruba attire because I believe that you have to go to the Yoruba land. It's like you coming. It's like me coming to your land to get married.
Really?
If you were the
Okay, let's twist it. Let's assume you guys went to your place of worship before you complicate the matter.
Well, hey,
Right.
there's so many things to talk about. We could talk a bit about that when we all sit down, but let's tell everybody what's happening today. We mentioned it earlier, it's game day, and it's going to be a special one today because we're all dressed in trad. You know, it's going to be interesting.
So I've been
those-
getting a lot of alaja. I'm not
Alaja
actually
Alimi.
dressed as an alaja
What are
today.
Okay.
So I Googled it, yeah, before deciding to
Googled
dress
it.
this way. Even if I take this off, I will still have the Hausa look. The idea is that not Fulani. Fulani is different, but the Hausa mother of the bride or bride look. So basically, that's what I'm actually trying to pull off. Hausas are usually very simple people, so they tend to do simple scarves or simple gele.
Until why you explaining all this, explain now for us now.
Yeah, because I've been getting, even online, people have been saying, Ajia Mary. I thought it's
Don't
traditional.
worry,
So I'm
hey.
trying to explain.
So you know when it
why
comes to our
I'm looking
tradition
like
and our
this.
culture, almost everybody will not get exactly what you
are trying
are
to.
trying to pull off, yes.
Yeah, it's all good. Listen, you said something very interesting when you were talking about intertribal marriages.
Yeah.
And that got me thinking about a conversation I and Titi had just before the show where we were talking about this tweet that got on yesterday, got people chatting yesterday about marrying up and marrying down.
Okay.
The rich marrying the poor or vice versa, where they switch with genders. And this tweet referred to the fact that a marriage of a rich person and a poor person will never work. Saying that the poor person will only think about scarcity while the rich person will only think about how to make money. But if you married your level, then you'd be able to progress better.
So I have a life example. My mom was born into a wealthy home, like very wealthy family. My dad wasn't.
Okay.
They married for love, and they've stayed together in love.
Yeah.
I actually have a problem with people who say all this marry up, marry down. It's either it's going to work or it's not. Even when you marry somebody on your level,
The money has nothing to do
it has
with whether it
nothing
works
to
or
do with the
doesn't.
success of a marriage. It might contribute, but it has nothing to do with it. I think it has to do with the people involved.
As long as both parties are driven to making it work,
Yeah.
it will work. The truth is, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, you're going to go through, most marriages go through the same issues in
Yes.
different capacities.
Yes.
And no matter how much money you have, you're always going to want more. No matter how little you have.
I think
you're
the
always gonna
reference was always also to the fact that the way they think would be very different. Their mentality,
mindset.
your mindset towards anything financial. So it might not be about the availability or tangible money. It might also be about, I don't know, you know.
So again, it's also an influence. Say, for example, you're a poor guy marrying a rich lady. If you really want to, show how much you appreciate her, in quotes, stepping down, you should work harder.
Yeah.
So as to ensure that she maintains that high standard of living, maybe not up to what she had. And if you're a poor lady marrying a rich guy, then you should
Support.
just learn the ways and support.
Yeah.
I think it's just, see, all these things, is when you get married, you realize that there are external things. Both of you are the major thing.
It's clickbait.
All right.
It's, for me, it's literal clickbait.
Yeah.
They just want to talk.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I mean, who is the person? What experience does the person have? You just pick up something. There are no absolutes in life.
True.
Indeed.
That's
Very
what
true.
you have to understand.
Mike has been
And then
saving
somebody
himself for a
somebody
rich
come
woman.
aspire to perspire and all of that. You come up with all these, this kind of person, all these aspire to perspire kind of people giving you these things.
Apart from Mike's marriage status or unmarried status, let's find out what's happening inside the world of news.
All right then, thank you very much. We begin this hour in Abuja, where for the second time in 1 week, the meeting between the federal government and organized labor has ended in a deadlock. The government is in talks with the labor movement to avert planned nationwide protests against increase in fuel and electricity prices. Thursday's meeting lasted for more than 5 hours at the banquet hall of the presidential villa. At the end of the meeting, Labour and Employment Minister Chris Ngige told newsmen some undisclosed issues have been agreed, while the Labour team, led by NLC President and his TUC counterpart, kept mum. Ayuba Waba and Quadri Olaleye declined to answer reporters' inquiry on the outcome of the meeting and the planned Monday protest. The NLC president's only comment was that the meeting continues on Monday.
Nothing to withdraw from my earlier statement. And I still stand by it, but I also say that by a correspondence of communiques sent to me by NLC, they have affirmed to me that they are doing this with their sister organization. You don't address Minister of Labor on the social media. I don't do social media. My attention was just called to it by my aides. And I need my letter. I need my letter. It doesn't take anything out of you. You must respect my office, and I respect your own too.
The National Industrial Court of Nigeria has granted an order of interim injunction restraining the Nigeria Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress of Nigeria from embarking on a planned strike on Monday. The court, presided over by Justice Ibrahim Galadima, also barred the NLC and TUC from holding any industrial action on any other dates pending the hearing and determination of a motion and notice. The court also granted an order restraining the unions and their officers from disrupting, restraining, picketing, or preventing workers from accessing their offices in order to carry out their legitimate duties. Justice Galadima made the order sequel to an ex parte application filed by the Incorporated Trustees of Peace and Unity Ambassadors Association through their counsel, Sunusi Musa. The court ordered the Inspector General of Police and the Director General, Department of State Services, to provide protection for the claimants and other Nigerian workers engaged in their legitimate duties. Now to Lagos, where a gas tanker exploded in the Ifako-Ijaye area of the state, with at least 60 persons sustaining various degrees of injuries. The Director General of Lagos State Emergency Agency, Dr. Olufemi Oke Osoitolu, confirmed the incident to journalists. According to LASEMA, 30 persons were injured, consisting of 20 males and 10 females. LASEMA also conducted a post-disaster assessment which revealed that 2 residential buildings, 1 church, 1 event center, 4 commercial buildings, 1 market consisting of 15 shanty shops were torched. Others are 11 cars, 2 mini trucks, 1 bus, 1 heavy-duty truck, 23 buildings and 15 vehicles all destroyed. Now, the suspended acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ibrahim Magu, says he has never received any bribe from anyone in his life. He told the probe panel investigating so at yesterday's proceedings. Now, Mr. Magu challenged anyone who has ever offered him a bribe, to which he accepted, to come out publicly to confront him before the Justice Ayo Salami panel. He was responding to allegations that he allowed the suspect, Hima Abubakar, a Nigerian national, to escape from justice. On Monday, the suspended EFCC chairman opened his defense to the allegations of alleged abuse of office and mismanagement of federal government's recovered assets and finances leveled against him. Only 2 lawyers are allowed by the probe panel to represent him at a time. On Monday and Tuesday, he was represented by Wahab Shitu and Aliyu Lemu. Thursday's proceedings, he was represented by Shitu and Tosin Ojaumo.
Welcome back. It's about time for us to take a quick look at what's happening in the dailies this morning. On the cover of this day newspaper today, Friday, 25th of September 2020. Labour's proposed strike in abeyance as parley with federal government ends in deadlock. Parties hold on to positions adjourned till Monday. Court restrains unions from industrial action. Meanwhile, Akeredolu, Jegede Ajayi, others scramble for 1,478,460 Ondo voters. Candidates sign peace accord October 6th. 30 people sadly injured, 23 buildings destroyed in Lagos explosion. Page 5 has more on that. Right at the top of the page here, report on 5.39 trillion naira debt blocks states from capital market borrowing. We're not overwhelmed, Osun government insists. Lagos has reduced reliance on FAAC to 21%, says Sanwo-Olu. I'm going to wrap with this one. Nigerian oil gas suppliers lament 320 billion naira loss, back deregulation. Moving on to the Nation newspaper at this point, it says here, stalemate in government. Labour talks on petrol, power prices. Parties hold on to positions. NLC, TUC, others rally for action. Court stops strike. Foreign portfolio investments drop by 124 billion naira. And at the top here it says, Kama enacted to strengthen anti-graft war. Malami down, or rather turns down Salami's panel invitation. Magu protests absence. On Ekiti, the Ekiti APC suspends Buhari's aide Ojudu, 10 others. And no evidence Kwara Council funds were diverted. Right at the bottom here, why Nigeria will celebrate at 60, according to the federal government. Let's see what we have on the Vanguard, shall we? Federal government, Labour adamant as court stops strike. Labour insists federal government must reverse hikes in petrol electricity tariff. Time for deregulations now, federal government says, and WABA asks private sector unions to shut down. Nigeria belongs to few politicians, according to the TUC boss. Now in our photo story here, we have the president of Guinea-Bissau, our president Muhammadu Buhari, and the heads of state and leaders, other heads of state and leaders during the Guinea-Bissau's National Celebration Day in Bissau yesterday. Insecurity threatening existence of Nigeria, according to Gbajabiamila. Tanker tragedy. Kogi government orders full-scale investigation, declares 2-day mourning. Izeyamu, I'm not under pressure to concede defeat. I'm not down, hope not lost, according to Oshomole. Police arresting our members on Obaseki's orders, according to APC, and not true, says Obaseki's aide. Meanwhile, PDP alleges police plot to release electoral offender. All right, that's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard. Let me see what else we have here. The Daily Independent is with me right now. It says APC, PDP bicker over agitation for restructuring. Buhari's 8 years a passing phase, say PDP. Why didn't you restructure in 16 years? According to, that's the question from APC. On the strike action, federal government Labour parley ends in deadlock. A very shocking photo story of the scene of the gas tanker explosion in Ijushaga area of Lagos that affected 23 buildings, 15 vehicles, and injured 30 persons on Thursday. On the Ondo Guba, anxiety as Makinde Tambowal Mimiko meet on ZLP's fate as crisis hits Ajayi's camp as 2 key aides join APC. Let's see what it says here. Presidency asks UK lawmakers to ignore agents of anarchy. My non-appearance at panel probing Magu constitutional, according to Malami. And that's what I have on the Daily Independent. The Daily Trust is with me as well. Labour to federal government, you must return to old fuel price, electricity tariff. We have the poor at heart, says the SGF. Workers can't be your sacrificial lambs, say TUC. Court stops strike by workers. And Nigeria at 60, our unity, resilience worth celebrating. That's from the federal government there. 8, jostle for Emir of Zazao stool. Page 13 has more on that. And right there, under the photo story, insecurity. Nigerians losing faith in government, according to Gbajabiamila. 119 million naira unpaid allowances 7 Play 2 judges threaten to sue government. Navy launches hydrographic survey vessel, and 30% of truck drivers fail vision tests. Now that is a scary thought. 30% of truck drivers fail vision tests. That's according to FRSC. And that's what we have on the cover of the Daily Trust. Do we have time for Business Day? I'm not confirmed yet. Business Day? All right, I think at this point we have to wrap it up. I'm afraid we have to head over to the garden. The garden is where we have fitness every single morning. Join us.
Welcome to the Kitchen Radio Wake Up Nigeria. It's a very, very traditional Friday. We forgot to give our chef the memo. But it's all good. I like the Ankara thing, so she still has a touch of it.
Thank you.
Yes, talking about our chef, great to have you on the show, Chef Delicious.
Yes.
We can't wait for you to get started.
All right.
So, what is for breakfast today?
Today we're making hot dog spaghetti.
Hot dog spaghetti.
Yes.
Okay, so what are we making use of?
We'll be using sausages,
Okay,
spaghetti,
okay,
sweet corn,
okay,
blended pepper, tomato paste,
okay,
chopped colored peppers,
okay,
ginger and garlic mix,
okay,
some soy sauce for taste,
okay.
and salt and seasoning.
Okay, so those are the ingredients we're making use of this morning.
Yeah.
Now, what's the process like? Can you run me through it?
Okay, first we'll be pre-boiling the pasta in boiling water.
Okay.
So we'll leave it for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes to cook.
Okay.
So when it's cooked, parboiled, then
Okay.
we'll start stir frying.
So there's going to be parboiling of the pasta.
Yes.
Okay. Then afterwards, we'll now put in the... Okay, so this pasta is actually the pasta and the hot dog, right?
Yes.
Okay, could you put it together for me?
So
Let's see.
it's a very fun way to make spaghetti.
Okay.
You can
Involving the children.
children.
That's
your
if they don't
spouse.
break up of it before
Well,
then.
you can
your
just
spouse.
you can just teach them. It's fun. It's fun to make. So I'm sure.
So
they'll
how
all-
many do you put in each?
In each, because the sausages are not so thick, you can at least maybe 5 in each.
5?
Yes.
That's a lot.
It depends on you. If you're so careful, you can have as much as 10.
As much as 10?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Wow. This is another way to save on cost.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, another way, just thinking, if I don't want to do it this way, can I boil the pasta? No, it won't work. No, yeah. Can I fry this first?
You can, but you see, making it this way, it will even be easier to eat because you just dip your fork in the sausage.
So there's nothing
and then
like I'm looking for sausage in my
there's
food,
no, and
I'm
then
looking
there's
for hot
no
dog.
pasta struggling with your fork. It's just
So each scoop comes with wow.
sausage and
This is the way
spaghetti.
forward, especially in a large family.
yes.
It depends on how many mouthful of pasta you can get in, and then you're good to go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
You can do up to 10. Depends on your capacity.
Yeah. If you're very careful, you can do up to 10.
If you're very careful.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see you do up to 10.
Okay.
Let's see whether you can pull it off.
That's 3.
So what do you do in your catering outfit?
We cater for all kinds of events. We serve soups in bowls as well.
Okay.
And we have weekly lunch menus that you can also subscribe to.
Okay.
You get lunch every day at your workplace, at home, anywhere you are.
Wow.
We're on Instagram.
Okay.
We're more active on Instagram. Delicious_catering.
Okay.
Delicious food. So you can always contact us there.
Okay, fantastic. So there you have it. Bukola says you can always contact via Delicious.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can order some of this. This looks like something really interesting. So
Very
is it going to have a spicy or sweet taste eventually?
Here's our pepper mix.
Oh.
We have enough, and we are only using colored peppers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like bell peppers, just to give it some kind of color.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? The ingredients are currently on the screen right now for spicy hot dog spaghetti. And we have onions, pepper, veggies, hot dogs, of course, spaghetti, and seasoning. All kinds of seasoning I should add because we're actually making use of salt, seasoning cubes, and the likes. Okay, so we'll keep up with this. The water for the pasta is boiling. I'm sure it will be cooked by the time we get back to the kitchen so you can see us put everything else together, okay? Let's take this break. Wake Up Nigeria continues shortly. Okay, welcome again to the kitchen. As it is, we still have Chef Bukola here of Belicious, and she's still making us breakfast. And talking about breakfast, there's a pasta affair this morning, spaghetti, as a matter of fact. Tell us more about what we've done so far, and then we move on.
So earlier you saw me putting in the spaghetti sticks into the hot dog. So
okay.
we allowed our water to boil before we put it inside the water. So now I'm just waiting for it to pre-boil.
Okay.
And then we start stir frying.
Okay, so you see, this is what it's going to look like. So everybody gets a bite. So you can even count it if you have a large family. So everybody gets equal bites of hot dogs. Yes. Okay, so now we're going to do the stir fry.
Okay.
Now, if you don't want to do this in two different pots, you can. All you have to do is wait for the spaghetti to boil, and then, of course, you drain it. Then you use the same pan to make your stir fry. But so we can have the chance to show you while the spaghetti is cooking, we're going to show you how to make the stir fry. Yes. Okay, so let's get started.
So today we'll be using some cooking butter.
Okay. So there you go. So when that melts.
When it melts, then we'll put in our aromatics. That's our ginger and garlic mix.
Ginger and garlic mix.
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll just wait for it to melt.
Ginger and garlic works magic in any meal. Like it just uplifts it.
Like the smell will be
the aroma is just on another level.
On
you
another
just like,
level.
what are you cooking?
And
Please,
it's very healthy
ginger and
too, you know.
Yeah. Very, very.
Very healthy.
Very, very. Even if it's chicken, fish, any kind of meat, actually. You put your ginger and garlic in it, and it just takes your meal to another level. And it's also a very good way to take this herbs in, especially if you don't like to eat them raw. You can always cut them up, chop them into your food, or simply blend it like this and add it to your meals, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I'm not even kidding. I tend to wait till my food is almost ready,
okay,
before putting it in, so that the taste is still strong, as well as the aroma. That way I can deceive myself that I'm eating raw ginger and garlic.
Some people don't like the
Yes,
taste
some
and
people
the
don't
smell,
like it,
so
especially ginger.
I like to fry it first in the oil. So it's just the smell you just
you just perceive that. Okay, so
just
how much of it? Just that?
Just little. And then immediately we add our onions.
Okay.
So let that fry.
Okay. So after frying a bit, what goes in? The pepper? The fresh pepper?
Yes, the fresh pepper.
Okay, and then this?
The tomato paste.
So I found out something very interesting.
Yeah.
If you fry this, it makes it redder.
Yes.
Like, it's amazing the things you can learn in the kitchen just by exploring and cooking and experimenting. And talking about experimenting, we have new things to learn, and I'm sure Mazino and Titi are ready to give us the entertainment news.
Well, it's a funny way you said that, experimenting, like as if we're just experiments in trad clothes. I'm not very sure.
In what, Mazino?
In traditional clothes. No, this is all many years of getting acquainted with. It's all good. Anyhow, let's do entertainment roundup for this week in Mary. We're going to be coming to you on some of the stories, if you don't mind.
Okay, that's fine.
But first off, let's start with this one. Very interesting stuff here. Kim Kardashian is set to divorce billionaire husband, you all know who, Kanye West. Now, the couple got married 6 years ago and have 4 children together, if you remember. And according to page 6, Kanye West, his bipolar disorder and his anti-abortion stance have taken a toll on their crumbling marriage. A quote here, Kim has the whole divorce planned out, but she's waiting for him to get through his latest episode. That's the report that we got. And over the last few months, if you guys have seen on Twitter and all over the place, the rapper has been on a tell-it-all mode. He's been telling about the fact that his daughter might be taken away from him, trying to tell her, hey, if you get taken away from me, don't let any white media tell you that your daddy wasn't good enough, stuff like that. Kim Kardashian had already told about his bipolar disorder and says that she's ready for the divorce and just waiting for him to get through his current episode. I don't know about you, but I thought this was coming a long time ago.
Well, you know what they say about celebrity marriages abroad, especially in places like Hollywood, in LA, they are always on the edge.
Yeah.
It's either here, neither here nor there. But one thing about Kanye is he's always had these tendencies, all the signs were always there. So when she made that decision to go into that marriage, she went in with open eyes and had 4 children with
kids.
him. Come on. So it's like she just doesn't feel like going the long haul anymore. It's like she's given up. That's what it looks like to me.
I do not actually
Mary?
agree with the long haul thing because I know in several interviews and several times she's been asked, she's been saying, I want my marriage to be successful in comparison to every other person in her family. So she really wanted a marriage to work. However, there have been issues between she and Kanye, which many of us are aware of. I'm just thinking that at some point, they have reached that breaking point that is either they make it or they marry it. And from all indications, they've decided to marry it, and it's their choice.
I'm not sure if this is the best time, because even Kim herself admitted to the fact that he is quite ill. So is this the best time to leave your husband, noting that this is a mental thing as well?
not.
This is going to send him down another spiral, and I don't think that it's going to be fair.
I might be the only one, but I don't think Kanye is ill.
You don't think he's ill?
I don't think
You don't think he's ill?
I actually don't
he's
think he's as ill as they're making it seem.
Everybody has
I
that
honestly think that
moment.
there's some truths he's letting out there
Yes.
that the Kardashian family just cannot take that
Really?
he's sharing. And they do say it is like, it's such an empire, and with the matriarch at the top,
Yeah.
she is in. Before you
Who's
can
the
control,
matriarch again?
we're talking about Kris Jenner. Come
Okay.
on. I'm talking about
Just
I'm talking
noting.
about the person that is running. Before you can run a business like that,
Yeah, I understand.
you
I
have
understand.
to have an edge.
True.
Let's just say it.
Now we got more. Now this one's gonna make you guys jealous. I'm talking about you and Mary.
Jealous?
Yes,
Okay.
indeed. Oh,
Let's
you
hear
listen
it.
up. Linda Ikeji went on a shopping spree, bought herself 85 pairs of shoes to mark her 40th birthday. She turned 40 on Saturday, September 19th, and to mark that special day, she got herself 85 pair of shoes. I think she also got herself some
40 bags.
40 bags.
40 designer handbags.
She went on Instagram where she showed it all off to you people so that your eyes would be green with envy. She also got herself a new range. I don't know about this, but is it necessary?
So she got 40 shoes initially, and then ended up buying 85, she says. Then she got herself a new range. She got herself some handbags. And the truth is, I feel like if you can afford to gift yourself anything, you can. And it's not as if she hasn't given back to society in her own way beforehand.
Now, I
So
hear
she
you.
has done a lot of charity work. She
hear
has, built a business. And
once again, I hear you.
Yeah, exactly.
But my point is, do you need to show us on social media? We're already going through so much when it comes to social media and its effect on people. It's such an unfair advantage to be able to do that and broadcast your livelihood.
Yeah.
Do I need to remind you that she lives off social media? So it's only fair that she does that on social media because she wants to trend and, of course, get more people going to our website. Yeah, so it's just a case of this is what she does for a living. She has to create a buzz, and she did it. She pulled it off, and good for her. I am not jealous because some of us just like the simple things of life. If I can afford it, I'll buy it. I'll keep it quiet. That's fine, because I don't like to put my business on social media. But she thrives off it. That is what pays her bills. So, hey.
If it's your business, like if it's she's in the business of entertainment. So, hey, I don't have anything wrong with that.
It's all
It's
good.
just, I'm wondering what she did with all the old shoes. And
Did she give it out to charity? I don't know.
All the old ones.
Titi, so you might want
She
to
has
call her.
very small feet, I hear.
I don't mind a few myself. But anyhow, let's move on now. Yemi Alade, she became Goodwill Ambassador for the UN to promote women's empowerment. Congratulations to her. She's an Afro-pop star. And if you know, she's always in about women's rights and all of that. She got appointed by the United Nations Development Program. That was on the 23rd of September.
Yeah.
Now she's going to be, I think the announcement actually came off the appointment
on the official
website. And she's going to be talking about gender equality and all of that, women's rights and all. So congratulations to Yemi Alade. Love your music.
From the very beginning, she always had that drive, that energy, and she really came a long way. She worked for it. She hustled for it, and I'm so glad that she's
Mama Africa.
Mama
is the
Africa
word.
is, exactly.
All right, tell you what we're going to do finally. We want to take a look at Dare Atalade's video for JoJo where he features Pato Rankin. Let's take a short look at it. When we come back, we're going to analyze this video. Already I'm going to tell you I like it for many reasons, but I think you guys are going to find out. Let's take a look at that video and see what it's all about.
So he went back in time there.
I'll tell you something about that video, especially the intro to that video actually goes back and shows you Dari from where people don't know or didn't know him to be. He's a biker, was a biker. He was also a radio presenter as well, and now a musician. I love the video for obvious reasons.
TV presenter as well.
TV presenter as
he
well.
had
Bikes in it, so
Mazino,
Mazino, I'm not surprised you like it.
Dari has come a long
Yes, he has.
way.
Fantastic video. When you do have the chance, do check it out for Jojo featuring Patarank. Yes, of course, people. Awesome is the word, and that's what we feel as we bid you welcome to the last 45 minutes of your feel-good breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria. As you can see, I'm already priming and getting ready for the final bit of the show, which would be games. Oh, sorry. Hang on a second. Do it.
Game day!
If
you missed out on previous hours, don't worry, we still got you covered. We have so much more still happening on this third lap of the show. The chef is doing her thing. There's going to be something really, really sweet in the kitchen soon.
Absolutely. The next 45 minutes will definitely blow your mind, so let's get in the show. Now, my name is Mazino Appeal.
And I'm Titilaya Oyinson. Remember, you can stream the show live online at tvcentertainment.tv and, of course, on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Yes, indeed.
You can also join us on social media. Send in those comments. Tell us how we look now. Don't spare anything. Just make sure you use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Yes, and to watch all our exciting episodes from YouTube, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, TVC Entertainment. And finally, joining us for an interesting conversation today is artist and record label owner Aloma DMW, who's popularly known as Davido's personal assistant.
Yes, so it is game day, people. That's why he's looking like a waiter.
No, I'm not a waiter. So I'd like to explain exactly what this is all about. We've got champagne glasses, you want to call it that, with little pieces of papers in there. Now, through the course of the show, what has happened is each of us have actually placed a piece of papers into these glasses with our names on it. That's mine, and that's Mike's, Titi's, and Mary's. And at the end of this hour, you guys are going to be seeing exactly how this social experiment can be a very fun one that you guys can actually play
So
even
you need
at
to
your
stay
offices.
tuned for that one.
You have to stay tuned. It's gonna be fun. Gonna be fun.
We're playing it now.
No.
This guy couple.
Yes, so we want to tease people
Are
a
those
little.
things like stapled?
No, they're not stapled. They're just folded. But don't try to look inside.
Mazino.
I wasn't the one who wrote it. Don't
But
worry.
I know you had something to do with putting it together.
No, I didn't. The producers made sure that it was put together. Nobody knows what's in there except the people who put
You know what I'm seeing
their
now,
individual entries.
You know what I'm seeing now?
Food.
What? The food?
He sees spaghetti.
Speaking of food, I wanted to talk about traditional foods a little. So when I was younger, because I didn't grow up my first 10 years here in Nigeria, we had to make Nigerian food abroad. And the only food I remember making that took so much time was moi moi. So the way we made moi moi in the UK was we used to use silver foil. We used to fold them into envelopes, create a top with it, then pour the moi moi inside and then fold the envelope down and steam it that way. And funny enough, it gave us like a rectangular shape, but it wasn't too far from what it looked like in the leaves. So when I eventually came here and saw green leaf for moi moi, it blew my mind. But that is a childhood memory I won't forget. So what is that food from your childhood that you know you won't forget?
Can I go first?
Yeah.
I'd like to say that it's moi moi.
Really?
Yes, but the funny thing is the way I remember moi moi from back in the day is not the way it is now. It's not the ones in the leaves. It's not the ones.
Milk tins.
Thank you. They were milk. They were, in these milk tins. They were put in the pot. They were steamed, and then when you put them on your plate, they had the cylindrical look. It was
The first time I
always
saw
delicious.
the milk tin version,
Yeah.
I almost freaked out. I was like, what is this? Because I grew up with the leaves, so it was really weird for me. But for me, I would always say it's my mom's soups.
Okay.
My mom's soups. Like my mom puts her heart and soul into the soups she cooks. So I would say those are the highlights of my
real quick,
childhood.
Mike. What was yours apart from Scooby?
Don't.
Okay, growing up, let me, since all of you have said Meme, because Meme used to be quite special,
Yeah.
like you said, the teens, we used to have the milk teens and all that that we used to call. But it was local traditional foods. There's what we call Ekpankoko.
Ekpankoko.
That's
Yeah, I know
so,
that one.
I don't try my mom with that till now, man. If I'm coming, there's a particular time, I will not forget this. I was in Lagos for like very long while. I was going back home, they prepared for me. I ate good food, I felt sick.
Wow.
When I'm eating rubbish too much, and then eat
The
good
body's
food.
like, what is this?
I'm telling you, the body fought disease, but hey, I just want.
All right. Hey, Mary, let's do the news, shall we?
Okay. We begin this hour in Abuja, where for the second time in 1 week, the meeting between the federal government and organized labor has ended in a deadlock. The government is in talks with the labor movement to avert planned nationwide protests against increase in fuel and electricity prices. Thursday's meeting lasted for more than 5 hours at the banquet hall of the presidential villa. At the end of the meeting, Labor and Employment Minister Chris Ngige told newsmen some undisclosed issues have been agreed upon, while the labor team led by the NLC president and his TUC counterpart kept mum. Ayuba Waba and Kodri Olaleye declined to answer reporters' inquiry on the outcome of the meeting and the planned Monday protest. The NLC president's only comment was that the meeting continues on Monday. The meeting between the federal government and members of the organized labor has ended in a deadlock, as stated, and that is the second in recent times, and it was aimed to address the issues related to the recent electricity and fuel price hike. But hours into the meeting, members of the union failed to reach an agreement with the government. Now, the National Industrial Court of Nigeria has granted an order of interim injunction restraining the Nigerian Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress of Nigeria from embarking on a planned strike on Monday. The court, presided over by Justice Ibrahim Galadima, also barred the NLC and TUC from holding any industrial action on any other date pending the hearing and determination of a motion and notice. The court also granted an order restraining the unions and their officers from disrupting, restraining, picketing, or preventing workers from accessing their offices to carry out their legitimate duties. Justice Galadima made the order sequel to an ex parte application filed by the Incorporated Trustees of Peace and Unity Ambassadors Association through their counsel, Sunusi Musa. The court ordered the Inspector General of Police and the Director General, Department of State Services, to provide protection for the claimants and other Nigerian workers engaged in their legitimate duties. Now to Lagos State, where a gas tanker exploded in the Ifako-Ijaya area of the state, with at least 60 persons sustaining various degrees of injuries. The Director General of Lagos State Emergency Agency, Dr. Olufemi Oke Osointolu, confirmed the incident to journalists. According to LASEMA, 30 persons were injured, consisting of 20 males and 10 females. LASEMA also conducted a post-disaster assessment which reveals that 2 residential buildings, 1 church, 1 event center, 4 commercial buildings, 1 market consisting of 15 shanty shops were touched. Others are 11 cars, 2 mini trucks, 1 bus, 1 heavy-duty truck, 23 buildings, and 15 vehicles all destroyed. And that's it on the news updates for today on Wake Up Nigeria. It is now time for the sports news with Mike.
Welcome back. Now, we've been joined by a guest. Finally.
Oh, yes. We've been joined by Busari Idris Sheon, professionally known as Aloma DMW, for an interesting conversation. So most of you probably didn't know that aside from being Davido's personal assistant, the guy is also an artist and a record label owner. Oh, yes, I did say so. A record label owner. We're about to find out more about his music and what it was like working with Davido. You know we're not going to miss that out.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have you, Aloma. Welcome on the show here today. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my people. Good morning, Nigeria. It's a privilege to be on this show.
Absolutely.
My name is Busari Idris Sheon, popularly known as Aloma DMW.
All righty. Nice one, man.
So there has to be a kind of energy working with someone like Davido for such a long time. You want to tell us about what the tours were like, what the journey was like?
Yeah, I'm still working for David up till now. The last time I checked, I don't have video with my boss, so we're still cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So tell us about the experience working with him. What is it like? So say for somebody like me who might just have the rare privilege, what should I be expecting if I was to work with Davido?
You have to stay positive, and the first thing, this strength and energy, because David is a kind of guy, like, I call him a prophet, and him, he doesn't get tired, you know what I'm saying? The first thing you will learn from David is just be truthful, be blunt, be straight. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and mostly energy, because David doesn't sleep. He record every fucking time,
Okay, now, sorry about that, viewers, but let's remember we're on
live TV,
live
guy.
television, please.
You're on live TV, breakfast TV. But
if you are,
all right, so I'm going to ask, there was this time where there was this issue about you being dismissed as his personal assistant. How did that come about?
oh, I think it's just the first thing. Don't believe what you see online. Everything is just a rumor. I've never been sacked by David, and if you guys check my Instagram and do my profile still reads sales personal assistant to David. So
Okay.
I just think
thanks for clearing the air on that, man. Thanks for clearing the air on that. So you want to touch on the music? I know you have a new track out. You want to talk to us about
what's it called?
Yeah, Palang Polo featuring Shinko Ekun, Super Uzi, and Idoes.
Okay.
Tell us about
Palang
that.
Polo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Palang Polo is just the street vibe. Like, you know, people actually, nowadays, people abuse so many things. Like, but the meaning of Palang Polo is a tramadol drug. And mostly people abuse drugs, they use drugs to vibe and so on. So it's just a way to advise people to stop using drugs, because when you use drugs, you get high, then you misbehave. So that is why I said, Palang Polo, body, ubira. So before you know, when you're on drugs, your heart so strained and you do so many things. You know?
I know that Chinko Ekun is a friend of ours here at Wake Up Nigeria. He's a vibe on his own. So how come you decided to work with him on that track?
Yeah, Shinko is my close friend. Everybody on the track, they are my close friend. That fateful day, I was in my house, so trying to vibe to some beats. So then Shinko is also with me. I think he used up to like 3 days with me. Then, so we come up with something like, oh, let's give them something. Let's advise the youth to stay out of drugs. Before you know, we called Palang Polo.
You seem to be a big advocate for youth to stay out of the use of drugs. Now, this must be something that you see perhaps maybe all the time in the music industry. I don't know, I'm guessing, but how rampant, how prevalent is the use of drugs when it comes to the youth and music? Is it a thing at all?
Oh, you know something? First thing, you know, I come from the hood.
You come from where?
From the hood.
Oh, the streets, okay.
So I'm from the streets. So every time, you know, when you're on streets now, you see so many things. And I think now I have the privilege, and I can, because anything I say now, few people can actually listen to it and learn from me. Because back then, nobody knows me. So, but now I think I can use my power and my energy to just tell, like, oh, maybe if I say something, so some people will actually listen, and why someone listen. So just want to use this influence to let people know that, oh, you guys should stop doing this and you guys should keep doing this.
And I think that's a really great route to take, actually, because I noted that your social media following is actually quite heavy as well. So there are a lot of young people looking up to you. But do you ever feel pressures, you know, especially having such close contact with Davido? Have you ever felt pressured by that at all?
No.
At all?
Never for once. No.
Yeah, sure.
He said no, it's
He
okay.
said no. He said
Listen,
no.
Aloma, tell us about what you have in store for us. Maybe, is there an album coming out soon? Are we going to be seeing anybody?
I'm working. Firstly, you know, my record label is basically for your upcoming artists.
Okay.
Because I have a link, because I have links with David and I have links with so many artists. And West Africa, all over this Africa, like even Nigeria. So, and there are so many upcoming artists there that are willing to blow. And me, I'm a good guy. I love helping people. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artists that I've brought David and now they are blown. So my record label is basically for the upcoming artists. So if you have the link and chance to come to me, oh, Aloma, I want you to do these things to me, so I can readily help it. It's not like I really build a record label for 1 or 2 things like that, but I just wanted to help. It's the standard of helping upcoming artists.
All right.
And that's the same thing I did for Unfresh.
And I think that's powerful.
That is powerful.
There's so many artists right now that are just looking for that opportunity, and you're giving them a platform. I think you're doing an amazing thing there.
Oh, yes, indeed you are, Luma. Thank you very much for joining us this morning on the show.
Yeah.
We'll be looking forward to your work. We know we have plenty in store coming for us.
Yeah.
So that'll be great. That'll be good.
I have one song I'm about to drop. It's called celebratde.
Okay. When is that dropping?
Probably after a good time album, because I can't drop when my boss is dropping. So.
All right. From what we're hearing, you know, there's just constantly a lot of new music coming out, even though there has been a lot of issues with the lockdown. Hope the lockdown didn't affect you too much.
No, I doubt it.
Quite a bit.
In any case.
There's no show, there's nothing, no. We just in our own PlayStation.
All right, then. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Aloma. It's a pleasure speaking with you.
You guys should, I have a song coming up with me, Aloma featuring King 98 and
right.
MT.
All right.
All right. Well, hey, we'll be looking forward to that one.
will.
And hopefully
We will.
we'll have it on air as well. Thank you very much, Aloma. It's great having you. Alrighty then.
Yeah,
that was very
man.
interesting.
There's a lot that's been happening in the music industry, a lot of shifts, a lot of moves, and people are making a lot of moves.
I like that
now.
he's trying to help upcoming artists with his record label, being one from the streets himself, like he said. So that's something I find very, very interesting. And I'm going to be looking forward to seeing the array of artists that are going to come from his stable, let's put it so. Well, great guy, fun guy.
You never know.
all the way
next
and all.
big star could be coming from his label. You never know.
Yeah.
And we're going to be heading over to the kitchen.
Yes.
But let's take a quick break at this point and be back with more.
Alrighty, people. Finally, it's
Game day!
Okay.
Mazina's been looking forward to that for a while.
Yes, indeed. Today's game is a social experiment. Let me first of all take off my chief beads because I don't want it to be too noisy.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is this. We have here with us some champagne glasses, even if they're plastic.
These are short, Jare. That is not up to
No,
champagne.
you're short. Now, individually, we have placed in a comment or two, actually 3 comments inside of each of these glasses. Now, everybody, you placed inside of my glass 3 thoughts you think about me that characterize me. 2 of them are truths. 1 of them is a lie.
Yeah.
I'm going to hand over each person's champagne glass or shot glass to each one of us.
This thing just be like what you're using to drink some bitters. All those,
And what's
all
going to
those bitters
happen
that-
is we're each going to take out these pieces of papers, read out what's in there one by one, and the ones we find very interesting, we're going to dwell on and have a discussion on. This is a way to find out what people in your immediate community actually think about you. It's a social experiment, like I said. Now remember, 2 of these are true, while 1 of them is a lie. So we don't know which is which, but it'll be very interesting to know what you think about me, what Mike thinks about me, what I think about Mike, what we think about Mary.
But we won't actually know who said what.
We won't know who said what, and that's the fun part of it.
Okay.
No, that's not nice.
It is nice.
That's nice.
It's going to cause some introspection, and that's the idea. Go back home and think, am I really
All right.
that way?
So it was.
Wait, don't, you're not reading it, are you? No, Mary is going to start.
Titi is ready. Why do I have to start?
What I wanted to ask is, whose handwriting is it?
No, it's
everybody-
none of our handwriting. It's one of the producers.
Okay.
So, ladies, which of you is going to go first?
Titi. Really?
Titi, go ahead.
Really?
Do the
Okay. All right, I'm
right.
going to start.
Start.
Okay, so I don't know who said this,
But
but it says Mama Bear Complex.
Mama, let me have that. Go on with the other one.
Yeah, complex.
Real quick, the next one.
Mama Bear Complex.
The next one.
Next one.
Yes.
Everything.
Lover of fit guys.
I think that's true, by the way.
Mother hen. Hey, God.
Mother hen, Mama Bear Complex. Okay.
That's two. Oh, that's two, Mama. Oh, really? Okay, what's that? This is a big one. Territorial. Okay.
Well, wait, are we not doing one after the other?
No,
Wait.
don't worry.
Okay, this one says tempered. Now, the English word for tempered, I'm trying to...
Don't worry, let's
thinking
finish
of
it real
glass.
quick.
Okay.
We've got 9 of these to go through, so we have to be real quick.
Are you sure this is me, though?
Just read it. What is it?
Love money in relationships.
Eh.
Okay, what you should tell us. So the idea is that there's some that are true and some are not.
Yes, some are true.
So that's
No, she'll tell us which one she wants to dwell on at the end of it.
Oh, you choose one?
Yes, she will.
We will be the one to choose.
Kind. At least, well. Wow, cunning.
Cunning.
Okay, and then frank. Okay.
So which of these did you find very interesting? Which do you want us to analyze? Mama Bear, Mother Hen, Lover of Fit
Lover
Guys?
of fit guys. Let's talk about that one.
What are we talking about, lover of fit guys?
Okay, so yes, I've been known to make a lot of positive comments about gentlemen with the right sized six-pack.
Oh.
You know, the right pecs and, physically fit body. Yes, I've been known to compliment them a lot.
I hope
Probably
that's
a
not
bit
a
too
shame.
much for my own good, for my marital status.
So you think the most of these are actually you?
But even my husband knows that, I like to admire.
It's good to be
men
fit.
with
It's
a
good to
fit
be
body.
fit.
So do you think the rest of these are actually you?
Not all of them.
Not all of them. Which one do you think is absolutely not you?
Absolutely not me is the lover of money one.
Okay.
The lover of money in relationships one. Yeah,
All
because
right, I'm going to do this real quick.
I'm
I'm going to do
probably
mine
the
real
only
quick.
person that doesn't like receiving money.
So here we go. Mine, competitive, adventurous, I think that's true. Loves motivation. Huh? Do I?
Love motivational speakers.
I don't think so. Punctual.
Punctual.
I think that's very, very true. Dedicated. Aw. I hope that's not a lie.
That's right.
Lazy. This is definitely a lie. Observant. Aw, you guys.
Observant.
Practical. Okay. And careful.
Hey.
Now,
Okay. Which one is a lie?
I
Which
think the
one is
majority of these are actually
true.
true.
Okay.
I don't know how careful I am. I don't know how competitive I am. So I'm not gonna. Those two. I'm just a happy-go-lucky guy.
I wish you could add some from the home front.
Which,
Yeah.
but
Because let's be really serious. As much as we know to an extent of us, there's a part of us that
At
none
home
of
that
us
doesn't- we don't bring here.
Yes,
knows.
we'll
Okay,
know.
so am I going?
Careful,
Yes,
I do
Mike
not
is going.
agree.
Mike is going.
you don't agree
so-
with what the competitive part?
Careful.
Careful.
Let's go.
You're very careful.
Emotional.
Emotional.
Give it to her.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Everything.
Emotional.
Okay,
Bring
emotional.
it. Emotional.
Romantic.
Okay.
That is a lie. Please.
Romantic.
Please. Let's have the
Do you
other
know
one. The next one, real quick.
Mike
the
is
next one.
romantic.
Mike,
You
move
know,
on,
my
move on,
friend saw
move on.
that used to be Sean Paul.
Nah,
Call me
so-
romantic. Tell me
Romantic.
bombastic. Don't worry,
Yeah.
I say
What
that
is it? What's that?
Mr. Ro.
Smart.
Oh,
Smart.
Just to repeat.
Which one?
Smart. So that means two people.
Smart.
Okay.
Two people said smart.
That must be
wow.
true
One
then.
of them thinks it's untrue.
Smart.
What did they were saying last?
Exactly.
Which one is this one? Introspective.
Why can't you read it yourself? Don't you have a mouth?
Why is she collecting it? She wants to work now.
What's that one?
Unpredictable.
Yeah.
No.
Unpredictable.
Oh!
Very
one?
predictable.
No.
Naughty. Okay.
Don't we all know
Naughty.
I think he's naughty.
Very.
We shouldn't choose this one. I don't know who wrote this one, but please don't call it. If you
What
call it
is it?
space, you that is saying it.
What is
Don't,
it?
the person that wrote that one was there.
Can you
call it
tell us
now.
what is it?
Don't just see it.
Okay,
It's not. You're supposed to call this
read.
episode.
I'm trying to
I'm
read.
going to read it out.
I can't
I
read.
should not.
Yo,
But what if it's a lie?
it's not slightly, it's mainly.
Slightly homophobic.
And now you just
Slightly.
nailed your own coffee by saying it's
Slightly.
mainly.
I don't understand.
What's the last one? What's the last one?
Some people here say,
What's the last one?
What's the
we're not
last
discussing anything.
This one? Predictable.
We're not discussing anything.
So let's take it again. We have predictable, slightly
Don't worry, we don't
homophobic,
need to. Which one?
naughty, unpredictable.
No, you.
So unpredictable.
No, you have to.
unpredictable.
Look. Yeah. So that one has to be a lie. That one.
It has to be a lie.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's-
so you see,
Unpredictable, I mean.
No, this slightly homophobic. It has to be a lie.
Introspective.
Okay.
Smart.
Let's
smart.
move to mine.
Yeah. Let's
I
move
think
to
So I
Mary.
have,
romantic is a lie too, Sha.
Yeah,
What?
that
Oh!
Yeah, no, which romantic?
Call me
one. So I have
romantic.
book lover.
Mary, real quick. What?
Book lover.
Book lover. I think that's
Let's
true.
see. Okay, yeah, I love this one. Proud Arsenal fan.
Proud Arsenal fan.
okay.
That is definitely true.
Loves movies.
Loves movies.
No way.
Sure.
Brilliant. Wow, this is very kind.
Oh, one of us thinks you're so brilliant.
Control freak.
Oh,
Are you
they're coming
serious?
This is wicked.
Closet foodie. Nah.
It's not
man.
closeted.
Actually love food, yeah. Driven.
Driven. Okay.
Most people won't agree. Oh,
Which one's this one?
That's obvious now.
beautiful. Thank you.
It's obvious,
You're
ain't it?
And finally, introverts.
So which of these is a lie?
Okay, so the one that is a lie is, I should have noted it immediately, control freak.
Control freak. Okay.
Control freak is a lie. It might be what people think of me, but I do not think I am a control freak. And loves money. Okay, no, movies. No, I don't like movies. Okay,
Well,
but
hey.
I think movies are cool, but if you give me a movie to watch and a book, I'll likely choose a book.
Nice.
All right,
Well, while we're getting ready to go to the kitchen, that
Yeah.
was very interesting.
Yeah,
actually.
it was.
I think we all have
I'm
something
gonna
to
hold
take
this
back.
dear. I
Cheers.
love this. Thank
You can
so
take them
much,
back
guys.
and you can
Thank
reflect
you.
on it.
Yeah.
Introspective
Thank
guy. You can reflect on it when you get home.
So I love the fact that I'm a mother hen, people. I love it.
That's
and,
nice.
And that's not going
No,
to
no,
change.
wait,
So y'all
without
you got to get with the program.
Mary, what's been happening in the kitchen, please?
Oh my God, spaghetti, and I can't wait. You guys can still stay there.
Okay,
Let me
no,
go
no,
and get
no,
started.
no.
Oh, you are coming.
So
Okay.
for those that are wondering why we're in Trad, if you're just tuning in, it's because it is Cultural Day at TVC.
Yes, Cultural
Yes.
Diversity Day.
Yes, so.
And talking about diversity, we are diversifying outside Nigeria, making this meal courtesy Chef Bukola of Delicious.
Somebody told you have a beautiful smile.
Oh, thank you.
The romantic side of it. The romantic side.
You see. Come here,
Just
romantic.
look at that.
Hey.
Look at that. Amazing. Okay, so let's dig into this. I should do the honors. I will not even wait to be told.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Mary, calm down. They say a closet foodie.
Thank you. Closet food.
This is out in the open
It's all
now.
coming out now.
Okay, so the idea is to take it like this, right?
Oh, now I see. Now I get it. So
And
every
then-
muscle has a bit
Yeah,
of
as a bite.
hot dog in it.
So here we go.
Okay.
Nice.
Closet
nice,
foodie?
nice,
Closet?
Nice.
And then she does it again.
Nice.
Wow.
Just a delicious.
Wow. That looked like a billboard just now, like a food, like they should just snap it
Thank you.
and sell it to one of those companies that sells pasta.
Wonderful,
wow.
lovely.
But I love it, Chef. And this is Delicious Foods.
Delicious.
Delicious Foods.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you so much.
sharing this recipe with us. And thank you, everyone, for joining us throughout this week. It's been an amazing time.
Ah, yes. The day is just getting started for us here at TVC because
Yeah.
we can't wait to go outside and see the beautiful array of traditional wares that we
Yeah,
have.
definitely,
Maybe you
definitely.
guys
Maybe you
should,
should check out our social media pages.
Exactly.
Yes,
I was
You'll
gonna
see
say.
quite a lot. I'm looking
Yes.
forward to what people
Yes,
have.
amazing looks I've been seeing. Like
Definitely.
really nice out there.
Big shout out to these guys. Their DOPs are looking lovely.
Yes.
By
Yes.
Everybody
Mr.
back.
Kola, what are you wearing?
Team, our crew.
Oh, Mr. Kolap, you're
Yes, so
looking.
everyone
Blue
got
pink.
dressed up.
All right, see you
Big
next week.
Shout out to our friends at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories. We love you all. Have
love
a
you guys.
great weekend. Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.